Dr. Sompur. It's really nice meeting you here.
Yeah, it's really nice meeting you and doing my first, video podcast, I guess. So yeah,
Great.
how are you doing?
I'm all good, all good. So, welcome, Dr. Sompur, to our podcast. And
Yeah,
definitely, I believe the conversation what we are going to have today will create a value in the audience life. Definitely.
I certainly hope so.
Yes, perfect. So let's start. Can you please introduce yourself with this short description so that our audience can come to know about you?
Certainly. I am a medical doctor, trained in allopathic or modern medicine. I graduated from Mysore Medical College, affiliated to the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, and got my MBBS degree after completing a year of internship, which was compulsory, which is still compulsory. So after that, I went to the States, clearing the USMLEs, which is the medical licensing exams. There's four of them. Two of them were given here, and two of them in the States. And I landed in the residency in North Dakota in Fargo, and I completed 3 years of um, general adult psychiatry residency over there, and worked as a fellow in child psychiatry. After that, in a place called Salt Lake City in Utah,
Great.
at the University of Utah. And then also at the same time, simultaneously, I was working on my master's in healthcare administration, and I got that. Right now, I am studying to be an international corporate director, as well as um, enrolling in school to get my PhD in the corporate directorships and governance of international,
That's
board.
great. That's great.
So yeah,
So, Dr.
yeah,
Sompur, you're doing a lots of job, and that's really
yeah,
wonderful
yeah,
to
yeah.
know.
And
Great.
I'm sorry for keeping you on wait because I was with a patient, and yeah,
No
I
worries.
kind
No
of,
worries. Good things takes always time. No worries.
yes,
Okay.
yes, I really
Okay.
believe in that
So,
as well.
yes, perfect. So let me introduce myself in a very quick way. So I am
Okay.
Sonali Gupta, and
Mm-hmm.
I am a BTech in the Department of Electronics and Communication. And I have
Uh-huh.
I was there in India for around 27 years, and then
Mm-hmm.
after I moved to Qatar, now I am an NRI, and I have 9 years of corporate experience into a training specialization, training and
Mm-hmm.
development. So I was taking
Mm-hmm.
care of the training of corporate soft skills training, placement and development trainings, all that. And after that,
Mm-hmm.
when after the marriage, I moved to Qatar. I decided
Mm-hmm.
to join something over here, but fortunately, I got pregnant, and my journey went over the new phases. And right now, I my life just turned over a new leaf, and I started my own business, and I
Mm-hmm.
started being myself, being a new identifier. Now I am a content creator, I am an influencer, and I am a digital entrepreneur. Am I audible? My screen is stuck.
Wonderful. Yes, yes. No, you're audible, and you're quite clear, and it's
Okay,
flowing
okay.
quite well on my end. I don't know what happened on your end, but
Okay.
you're doing fine. If there's anything that is an issue, I will let you know for sure.
Okay, done. So I'm a digital entrepreneur now. I'm helping a
Okay.
lot of people in earning money online. And apart from that, I'm also providing the freelance trainings of the same,
Mm-hmm.
like the campus player for the campus placement, for the soft skills as a motivational speaker. And
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, few digital services I'm also providing in
Mm-hmm.
actually empowering the social media platforms of the people, and I'm a content creator and I'm influencer. And recently I have started the podcast also, because this was the highly demanded from my audience, because they wanted me to speak more with the people, so that few more people from the different industry can add on the value in their lives. So that is the reason I have
Wonderful,
started.
wonderful,
That's yeah,
wonderful. It's nice to meet you, and yeah, it's great to hear from a corporate person who is an NRI based out of Qatar. And I think this would hopefully get me in touch with a lot of other people as well, like you are trying to connect with other people um, via
definitely,
um,
definitely, because the life is
podcasts.
all
So yeah,
like the world is, the globe is round. So of course, it is all about the
yeah,
networking. If we are connecting to the good people,
right.
definitely later or sooner it will lead or ahead to a something definitely good.
Yes, I believe in that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
let's start.
okay.
Yes. So my very first question, like from Dr. Sompur, is like nowadays I can feel there is a lot of environment of the stress, depression, anxiety among the people. Nowadays, the
Okay.
mental health has become a very challenging issue among the people. They are quite serious for it, and even they are that much shy to talk about it. They are not talking to the people. They are not sharing, because the few people are demoralizing them. Oh, you are just talking like this shit and it is not anything. The depression, anxiety is nothing. But definitely it is existing there. So I want to know your opinion. Like, do really anxiety, depression exist into the world, or the it is only the phobia among the crowd?
No, it does exist, and so do psychiatrists. So anxiety and depression are real, and they do exist, and that is why we have professionals who, after graduation, go into further study for post graduation in specific fields, and for the field of depression and anxiety and many other brain, mind body um, related matters. There are specialists called
Yes.
neuropsychiatrists or
That
psychiatrists,
means
and
that means you are saying the medicine is there. That means the disease
of
is
course,
existing, of
of
course.
course,
So yes, they do exist.
yeah, they are all true. It does happen. Yeah, that depression is real, anxiety is real, suicide is real. So obviously, everybody needs to reach
Correct.
out when there is something bad going on, so that they can get help. So yeah,
Yes. So a message from our side to the society, the very first is this anxiety, depression is real. So please take
yes,
care of these terms. No, like you don't need to take it as a taken for granted. You have to be focused on it. You have to be take it very seriously. That
right.
like we can take care of our close ones, our near and dear ones, and
Uh-huh.
we can escape them from such. I think the like the hazardous diseases or something, we can escape them.
Right. I would also like to tell your audience, or my audience, that uh, mind body issues or issues relating to psychiatry or mental health is usually a taboo or stigmatizing subject in most parts of the world, and it should not be. There's a lot of people who need help. Apparently, there is um, people uh, who are about 30% of the entire population that, at some point in time during the year, that need help. So reaching
Correct.
out and, communicating with a counselor or a psychiatrist would be the first thing to do.
Yes, so they should not hesitate to connect with the professionals or the psychiatrist to talk about this. And if this is real, and they should really get in touch with the people who can really help them to get out
Help
from
them
this
out.
all this.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And that's us. So you were talking about stress. Stress is real. You know about fear. Fear and stress, they are kind of related. Fear is a response to the, anxiety, and the stress response is to face challenges like either fight the fear or flight
Yes,
get away from it. So the fight and
correct.
flight responses are normal parts of stress, and they're kind of modified by hormones called cortisol and adrenaline, and um neurotransmitters in the brain, which also include adrenaline. So, while this response helps us react quickly, um, too much stress over time can overwhelm the brain, and that's when you need a psychiatrist. That's when you need medicine. That's when you need counseling. That's when you need all the help that you can get. So reaching out is the first thing that you need to do when you are reacting to stress, which is extreme to the point where you are not able to function in domestic life, in interpersonal relationships, in work, at your workplace, in your studies.
You are
Could
not
be,
able to
yeah,
perform. You are
yeah,
not
yeah,
able to
yeah.
perform anywhere because of
Right,
the highly disbalances into the hormones. The person is not
right,
able to perform in any field. Correct. So till
exactly.
now we have discussed the disease and the problem is genuine and actually they do exist. Now
Mhm.
the actual point we come on, like how we can manage the stress and anxiety more effectively in our day-to-day lives. So I
Mhm.
want to know this from your perspective as a neuropsychiatrist perspective.
Okay, and not just as a neuropsychiatrist, in general, we have always had a culture which has kind of trickled down to a very few people, but I think it's becoming very big with um, the last 10 years. Mm, the government has started using alternate therapies for dealing with anxiety, and yoga, breathing exercises like pranayama, and mindfulness exercises along with dhyana. All these can help with stress. So you don't have to always, end up with a doctor. A doctor is somebody who you reach out to when you are not able to cope up with stress using all or any of these forms or all of these forms of therapies,
Mhm.
which
When
are
you have
definitely.
tried all the therapies
Hmm.
by your own, but it is not
Right,
working out.
yeah, right, right, right. So yeah, there's definitely space for or room for you to practice self control over your anxiety using mindfulness, um, breathing exercises like pranayama, yoga, and yeah, relaxation techniques like
So yes. So
uh,
moreover, like that is perfectly fine. The people can practice the pranayama, yoga, meditation, mindfulness. So
mhm,
these are the strategies through which the people can actually get out of it and can be like more positive from the mind. So yes, definitely. But what I believe, there is also a stage in the life of people wherein the people become very stuck. like they are not able to think anything, no longer they are able to think, and they need really a
It's
helping hand. So in that perfectly it is like really fine if they are
mhm.
hiring a coach to do such activities who can help them to cope up with all the activities, right?
They might not be doing it right. Yeah, exactly. I do yoga in the mornings and do it under supervision because I've never done yoga and learned so many asanas. I've had 45 days of yoga since Independence Day, which was August 15th. That's when I enrolled. And I am feeling very light and quite happy. And my anxiety has reduced quite a bit. Pranayama is also taught,
It really was.
and
It really was.
therefore, and yeah, it really works. It's really, I mean, I don't think I would have done this podcast. I don't know. I can talk to my mother over my WhatsApp, calling feature, but I don't know if I could do a podcast. And if I'm doing a podcast, it's probably because I'm relaxed enough to face the camera. So
Yes. So when you decide to do something